In the ancient land of Canaan, a young man named Joseph was about to experience the ultimate betrayal. He was just 17 years old, his father's favorite son, blessed with a coat of many colors that set him apart from his 11 brothers. But this favoritism would nearly cost him his life. Joseph had dreams, vivid, prophetic dreams, where his brothers bowed down to him, where even the sun, moon, and stars showed him honor. When he shared these dreams, his brothers' jealousy turned to hatred. They couldn't even speak a kind word to him.
One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers who were tending sheep miles away. When they saw him approaching in that colorful coat, they plotted murder. "Here comes that dreamer," they sneered. "Let's kill him and throw him into a pit. We'll say a wild animal devoured him." But Reuben, the oldest, convinced them to spare his life. Instead, they stripped Joseph of his coat, threw him into an empty cistern, and sat down to eat, ignoring his cries for mercy. Then they saw it, a caravan of merchants heading to Egypt. Judah had an idea. Why kill him when we can sell him? 20 pieces of silver, that's what Joseph's brothers valued his life at. They dipped his coat in goat's blood and brought it to their father. Jacob's anguished cries echoed through the valley. "My son is dead! A wild beast has devoured him!" He mourned for years, never knowing the truth. Meanwhile, Joseph was being sold again in Egypt, this time to Potiphar, captain of Pharaoh's guard.
Despite being enslaved in a foreign land, Joseph didn't give up. He worked with such integrity and skill that Potiphar put him in charge of his entire household. Everything Joseph touched prospered. But then came another betrayal. Potiphar's wife desired Joseph and tried to seduce him repeatedly. When he refused, she accused him of assault. Joseph was innocent, yet he was thrown into Pharaoh's prison. Most men would have broken, but not Joseph. Even in prison, his character shone through. The warden put him in charge of all the prisoners. It was there that Joseph's gift for interpreting dreams would change everything. Two of Pharaoh's former servants, a cupbearer and a baker, had troubling dreams. Joseph interpreted them accurately. The cupbearer would be restored to his position, but the baker would be executed. Everything happened exactly as Joseph predicted. Joseph asked the cupbearer one thing: "Remember me when things go well for you." But the cupbearer forgot him. Joseph remained in prison for 2 more years. Then Pharaoh himself had 2 dreams that none of his magicians could interpret. 7 fat cows devoured by 7 gaunt cows. 7 healthy grain stalks consumed by 7 thin ones. Finally, the cupbearer remembered Joseph. They rushed him from the dungeon, cleaned him up, and brought him before the most powerful man in Egypt. Joseph stood before Pharaoh and declared, "God is telling you what he is about to do. 7 years of abundance are coming, followed by 7 years of devastating famine. You must appoint someone wise to store up grain during the good years to survive the bad." Pharaoh was amazed. "Can we find anyone like this man, one in whom is the Spirit of God?" Right there, Pharaoh elevated Joseph to second in command of all Egypt. He gave him his signet ring, fine robes, and a gold chain. At 30 years old, the former slave became the prime minister. Joseph's plan worked. During the 7 years of abundance, he stored massive amounts of grain. When the famine struck, Egypt was prepared, but the surrounding nations, including Canaan, were starving. Back in Canaan, Jacob's family was desperate. He sent his sons, Joseph's brothers, to Egypt to buy grain. They bowed down before the powerful Egyptian official, not recognizing that he was the brother they had sold into slavery 20 years earlier. Joseph's childhood dreams had come true. After testing their character,
Joseph finally revealed himself, weeping so loudly that all of Pharaoh's household heard. "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt." His brothers were terrified, but Joseph said, "Don't be afraid. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." The dreamer who was thrown into a pit became the savior of nations. The slave became a prince, and the boy in the colorful coat learned that even the darkest betrayals can be transformed into the greatest purposes.